Let us see how we can create a blog. A blog is basically an online diary. There are a couple of services which allow you to create blogs, and Blogspot, which is a service provided by Google, is a free service, and it's a very popular and free service. They have recently made changes to their interface and it looks quite interesting. Now we are going to see how to create a new blog. So click on this button called as new blog, and I'm going to give it a title, say Sagar's tips, and then now this title can be anything. It need not be unique, because a lot of blogs can share the same title, but the unique ID which your blog needs has to be specified here. So I'm going to try to see whether there is a domain name available as Sagar's tips, and it says yes, it's available. So this is going to be the title of the blog, Sagar's tips, and the address is going to be sagarstips.blogspot.com. I'm going to choose a template. Now recently the changes that Blogspot has made, they have added this dynamic views thing. Now the user who is viewing the blog can at runtime change the look and feel of the blog. Now that's quite interesting, because if you specify a static look, some of the users may like it and some users may not. So choosing dynamic views, they can make the changes, or they can make the blog feel look like what they want it to be. So I choose this dynamic views, and then I click on this create blog. So it's creating a blog. It's showing me the status here, and it shows me Sagar's tips was created successfully. So I can see this here. So I can start posting to this, and then for doing that I click on that link, and I'm taken to this interface wherein I can put in my first entry. So what I'll do is, this is my first post. I type in this, and when I click on publish, it has been published there. I can just go, and when I click on view, you see here the entry has come in here. Now I can give this URL to my friends, or to the people who want to view this blog. So the website address would be sagarstips.blogspot.com, and they just need to go in here, and then they can see this entry. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that the user can change the look and feel of this blog. So if I click on this flip card as a user, it just changes the interface, and then it gives this entry. It's quite interesting. You could also make it look in the magazine format. Currently there are not many entries, so the way the look and feel changes would not be quite evident right now, but when there are a couple of entries, these things can make a huge difference. Currently I'll choose the classic interface. Now you see these small buttons over here. Google has automatically added these buttons, so somebody wants to click or comment on these links, they can actually click on this button, and they can put in a comment, or they can share it on Google, and they could also post it to Twitter, or they could like it on Facebook. So this is something which is very interesting. People could also put in comments here. Users who visit this blog, if they have some questions to ask on this post, they can post it in the comments, and the same also could be shared on social networking sites like Google Plus, Twitter, or Facebook. So that's basically about how you create a blog and how you post entries onto the blog. It's a very useful tool to record things. The things could be about your personal happenings, the things that you want to talk about, or they could be like about the internet tips and tricks which I'm going to post on this blog.